Test, test, test. Hello, hello, hello. Quick update here from my end. Just wanted to talk about the current situation before the FOMC meeting. Interest rate decision, nothing spectacular. Just wanted to give a little bit of a review of what happened yesterday, because I think yesterday we got it quite right. Okay, so in yesterday's video, yesterday's video, we talked about this support here, and I mentioned that if we break this, then we have acceleration to the downside, and actually this happened. So we had a follow through of about 270, 280, 290 points to the downside. And this here is the beautiful thing about supply demand trading, and that's why it's a good example. Demand becomes supply, right? And that's the old game. Support and resistance, supply, demand, that's the same. And that's especially something which we can see here in real time. FOMC means lack of liquidity if some big news hit. So let's assume there's an interest rate decision coming up, which is unexpected. Like, let's say, increasing of the rates. This would have obviously a big impact. So it's more the unknown factor, because the market obviously prices in a lot. If you have a look at the bigger picture, though, we can see that the market pulls back a little bit. The rally, though, is of big dynamic. Okay, so it's pretty tough to say, will we maybe have to go here and then the market will try to lift, so go higher again, or are we going up right now and maybe try to go even higher? Again, I don't know when the market will stop. We could start to talk a little bit about Fibonacci and whatever extension, but in the end, if we are at all-time highs, the market will go and squeeze as much as it's possible. I talked a little bit about the semiconductor index last time, and as you can see, it also pulled back a little bit, open today with a gap up, and the dynamic is quite impressive. AMD was a stock we talked about in the last video as well. Same picture here. Yeah, huge dynamic still there. Again, when we look at the month of April, when we look at the month of April, we have big dynamics here to the upside, 80% of a major stock there. So that's some big news. Gold came back into this demand zone, broke the demand zone, and now went lower. Love it. I really love it, because I think it could be quite interesting to start building here some swing long positions. Okay, and so that's something which I love to see, and I think that we could have the opportunity to build some long positions here in a very short time. Maybe if you get another little bit dip lower, 4,480, then I would definitely be interested. Crude oil, as expected, is still in range. Moves sideways as expected and moves up. Okay, this is this kind of idea that big trends, big breakouts last long and have big impact. Okay, and this is a structural shift which we can see here, or what we can observe now for the last couple of weeks. And if we go here to this 114, 118, 15 level, we will go to the 130 and more. We can see this in the gas stations. We can see this in every day when we go grocery shopping, that there is some pain and the pain will increase. So 7% up means pain is increasing, and that's obviously a problem. Bitcoin, crypto is not buying it, and that's the problem what we can see. So speculative money in the crypto space has issues. We traded towards the $80,000 area, now pulling back. Quite interesting. So I'm still hoping that we could go higher, but the market now has to show some strength. We can see the same here in Ethereum. I actually had a long position opened. I think like right here, and I sold at 2,325, 30, something like this. Because I thought, or that was my game plan, that this here can hold. You can see that today the market pulls back further. I don't have a position on here right now. Solana, the weaker one, we can see. So if Bitcoin cannot really climb in the next few hours and days, we will really get in trouble. I think the most interesting part will be oil. If oil remains as strong as it is, we will for sure get some pressure here, and the pressure means that we will go higher, go lower. Next supply zone, what we can see, or demand zone, what we can see here in the S&P is this area here, 7,080, and then we have to see if this holds. If not, then it becomes tricky, because this could be then a final loss breakout, and then maybe we go lower. I don't know. I cannot predict the future. The only thing, guys, what I can tell you is that in a few moments we have the FOMC meeting coming up, and where are we? Hello. In about 8 minutes. So wishing you great trades. I'm uploading this right now. See you then, and wishing you good decision making.